Yes, we appreciate the management of World Raise Me organization. As we speak right now, they are the ones sponsoring the project. Right now, also appreciating Boxer. We are going to have a look at what is Microsoft Word, how to open a document in Microsoft Word, changing views in Microsoft Word, navigating documents, how to create documents using templates, saving documents in Microsoft Word, and how to close the document.
Welcome to Professor Teaches Microsoft Word. In this chapter, you will learn the fundamentals of how to work with Word documents. You'll see how to open a document and how to view documents in different ways. You'll also learn several ways for navigating a document. You will learn about creating new documents, including how to use a template. You will also see how to save a document and how to close a document. Word is a word processing application created by Microsoft. Word helps you create and format polished written documents that can be printed, faxed, or delivered online as web pages or through email. You can use Word to create a wide variety of documents. For example, you can perform common tasks such as writing business letters and memos. Other documents you can create with Word include company newsletters, educational reports, product or procedural manuals, brochures, and personal letters. By adjusting the settings in Microsoft Outlook, you can establish Word as your email editor. You can even create web pages by saving your Word documents in HTML format. Throughout this course, you will be creating and working with documents for a fictitious company called Great Escapes, an adventure agency specializing in photographic safaris. After installation, Office applications are added to the Apps list, available from the Start menu. You can also pin the app to the Start menu or taskbar. To start the application, tap or click the tile. Let's launch Word now. By default, Word displays the Start menu when you launch. If you prefer to have a blank document displayed each time you open the application, you can change the settings available from Options on the File menu. When opening a document, you choose to create your own blank document, open an existing document from the Recent pane or Open Other Documents link, or to start with a template. You can find several available templates in the right pane of the Start screen, or search online for additional options. Let's open a blank document. Good. The blank document opens in the Microsoft Word window, allowing you to begin creating your file. To open an existing document, you can use the Open command on the File tab. Let's open a document that is stored in the Photo Safaris folder. The left side of the Open dialog box provides convenient access to common storage areas. The right side displays the contents of the currently selected storage area. By default, the contents of the Documents folder are displayed. To view the contents of a folder within the Documents folder, double-click its icon. The Photo Safaris folder contains several document files. To open a file, you can either double-click the file name or click the file name and then click the Open button. Good! The document is now displayed in the work area, and the title bar contains the name of the file. The Kenya photo trip document is currently displayed in the Print Layout view. This view gives you a general idea of how your document will look when it is printed, including graphics, headers and footers, and the white space determined by margins. Word offers several different options for viewing documents. You can change the view of your document using the View buttons on the status bar, or you can use the tools on the View tab. Let's work with the View tab. Each group on the View tab enables you to work with different view elements of the displayed document, work area, or window. Take a moment to learn more about each group. Changing views does not change the way information is printed or stored. It only affects the way the information appears on the screen. Let's see what Draft View looks like. Draft View displays only the document text. Graphics, headers, footers, margins, and other layout features are not displayed. Draft View is helpful when you want to write and edit in an uncluttered environment. This view also enables you to see more text on each page. Notice that the Draft button on the status bar is now shaded, indicating that it is the current view. Next, take a look at Outline View. Outline View is similar to Draft View as it displays only the document text. However, text is displayed in a hierarchical format based on the heading styles in the document. This view is helpful when creating hierarchical documents that contain headings and subheadings. When you switch to Outline View, Word displays the Outlining tab on the ribbon. This tab enables you to work with the various levels of the outline. To change to another view, you can redisplay the View tab or use the buttons on the status bar. Let's use the status bar to switch to Web Layout View. Web Layout View shows how your document would appear if published on the Internet or an intranet. Notice that the graphic at the top of the page is slightly cut off. This view is helpful for identifying layout features that need to be modified for display on the web. Now let's take a look at Read Mode View. Read Mode View makes it easy to navigate through a document, reformatting content for the screen rather than for the printed page. This view is ideal reading long documents. Keep in mind that by default, you cannot edit the document while in this view. Read Mode is designed to work on tablet devices.
Text reflows to fit screens so you can navigate or tap from page to page, zooming into images, tables, and other objects on the page. Most of the editing functions are turned off, most in this mode. If you are logged into your Microsoft account, Read Mode uses the cloud to keep different devices in sync, allowing you to keep your place regardless of the device you're using. Notice that the ribbon is no longer displayed. Instead, options related to this view are available at the top of the window. Let's take a look. The options in this menu enable you to control various features, such as the page color, column width, and layout. Notice also that you can use the View menu to return to Edit Document mode. Now that you've seen all views offered by Word, let's return to an editing mode. In addition to the view options you just saw, Word offers a zoom tool on the status bar so that you can increase or decrease the display size on screen. Right now, the document appears at 100% of its original size. To change the zoom level, you can click the minus and plus signs or drag the slider. Try reducing the zoom level to 75% using the slider. The zoom level is now 75%. To apply customized zoom settings, you can click this indicator. Let's take a look.
The Zoom dialog box helps you set the zoom level for a view that is just right for you. Note that you can also access this dialog box from the View tab. You can enter a specific zoom level using the % text box. Let's see what a zoom level of 250% looks like. This view gives a very close-up view of the document, but it does not display enough text at one time. Clicking the notch in the center of the zoom slider resets the zoom level to 100%. Good. As you work with documents in Word, you will find a zoom level that works best for each document. Often you will need to view and edit different areas of a document. Word provides several navigation tools to help you quickly move to any location in a document. Let's open a large document and work with some navigation tools. The Great Escapes Employee Handbook is a work in progress, which currently consists of 28 pages.
If a document has been opened recently, Word places the document name on the right side of the Recent pane, available on the File tab. In this example, these documents were opened earlier in the day. To open the document, you click the document name. This method is more efficient than using the Open dialog box. You can navigate through long documents using the vertical and horizontal scroll bars. However, when you move through a document using the scroll bars, the insertion point is not moved. Word provides some additional features to display other areas of the document. The navigation pane is available from the View ribbon or by clicking the page number displayed on the status bar. Let's display the navigation pane now. The navigation pane provides a quick way to jump to other locations in your documents by heading or page, or reorganize your document by dragging the headings or page thumbnails to a new location within the document structure. You can also use the search feature to find information in the document. By clicking a thumbnail in the pane, you can navigate to another page. Good. The page number indicator on the far left side of the status bar shows that page 2 of 28 is currently displayed. Clicking the magnifying glass icon in the Search Document text box provides additional tools for navigating the document, such as choosing which object to jump to. Let's take a look. Sometimes scrolling through a document page by page is not efficient enough. The Go To feature enables you to go directly to a page or other object in the document. This feature is available by clicking the page number indicator on the status bar or by pressing the shortcut keys Ctrl+G. The Go To feature is contained in a tab in the Find and Replace dialog box, also accessible from the Home tab on the ribbon. The left side of the Go To tab lists the type of objects you can jump to. The default object is Page. To go to a specific page, use the Enter Page Number text box. Good. The dialog box remains open, so you can continue to navigate to different areas of the document. Let's close the dialog box.
Sometimes you might need to view and work with two different parts of a document at the same time. The Split Window feature lets you divide a document into two scrollable panes. This feature is accessible from the View tab, or you can double-click the split box at the top of the vertical scroll bar. You can resize the split panes by dragging the split bar that separates the two panes. To navigate to any section of the document, use the controls on either of the vertical scroll bars. With two locations of the same document visible, you can now quickly move text or a graphic from one section to another, make editorial changes, or simply reference the two sections at once. To remove the split and restore the single pane view, you can double-click the split bar or use the View tab. Good! The document has been restored to the single pane view. Although you will often work with existing documents, you will also need to create new ones. Word offers several ways to create a new document. You can create one from scratch using a blank document or create one from an existing document. Documents can also be created using a template or a document wizard.
To create a new document, use the New options available from the File menu. The center pane contains templates for creating new documents. A template is a document that provides a pre-formatted layout for text and graphics, as well as some content. You customize the content to create your own document. A document wizard is similar to a template, except that the wizard steps you through the process of customizing the document. The blank document option lets you create a new blank document from scratch. Another option, Blog Post, enables you to create a new posting for an existing weblog. A weblog or blog is a website that contains a personal journal. If you have recently used a template, you can access the Recent Templates option in this section. Great Escapes needs to send a fax to its camera suppliers. Rather than create the fax document from scratch, let's use a template offered by Microsoft Office Online. The fax category contains a variety of fax cover sheets you can use. The center pane now displays a thumbnail of each template and wizard. Selecting a thumbnail displays a preview that allows you to create a fax using that template. Once you have decided on the template you want, you click the Create button to open it. This template contains placeholders for common items needed for a fax cover sheet. By replacing each placeholder with your own information, you can create a custom fax cover letter.
Some areas of the template contain blank areas instead of placeholders. You can enter information into these areas also. Let's start with the company name. The Comments section includes instructions for modifying the text and saving the template if you want to use it again later. Let's enter the recipient of the fax on the To line. The procedures for completing the rest of the template are the same as for entering the company name and recipient information. For your convenience, the remaining information will be entered.
After you create or modify a document, you need to save it. To do this, you can use the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar or the Save command on the File tab.
The first time you save a new document, Word opens the Save As dialog box. This dialog box is used to enter a name for the document, as well as specify where the document is to be stored. You can also save the file using a different file type if you want. Word has entered a default file name, which is based on the first text item in the document. You can change the name by typing a new one in the file name text box. Let's call this document Camera Fax.
Previously, you navigated to the Documents folder, which you see currently displayed in the Save As dialog box. Let's store the letter in the Vendors subfolder. In this example, you will keep the Word document file type. Below the Save As type list box are two items named Authors and Tags. These items represent properties of the file. A property is an additional piece of information about the file. By default, Word enters the current user's name, Sarah, as the author of the file. A tag is another property that can contain one or more keywords describing the file. Tags are helpful when you search for files using Windows 8. For example, you can add the tag fax to all fax cover letters, and then search by keyword fax to quickly retrieve all of your fax cover letters. Let's add the tag fax to this document. Now that you've entered a file name, chosen a location, and added a tag, the last step is to click the Save button. Notice that the name of the document, Camera Fax, now appears in the title bar.
After you have saved a document, you can close the document or exit Word without losing any work. Let's see how to close all of the documents you've worked with so far. When you open or start a new document, a separate Word window is opened. To close each window, click the Close button in the Word window.
When you have only one document open, clicking the Close button will close both the document and the Word program itself. To close just the document and leave the Word program open, you can use the File tab.
The Close command closes just the document and leaves Word open. Let's close just the document.
The document area is now empty and most buttons on the Word ribbon are disabled. From here, you can start a new document or open an existing one using the File tab.
In this chapter, you learned how to open a document and how to view documents in different ways. You also used some of Word's navigation tools to jump to different areas of a document. You created a new document using a template and then saved it. Finally, you learned how to close documents without closing the Word program.